Look. Two of them. And what else? 2 fillet and a not bad. Not bad. $6.32. About 1,000 calories. Seven, 32, 800 calories. Hello. Do do do. It's a gym night tonight. Tonight was a gym night. GYM. Oh, pardon me. Hello. I'm doing alright, thank you. Went to the gym tonight. I've been to the gym. Went swimming this morning for about 45 minutes, 50 minutes I suppose. And then I went to the gym tonight. And I thought I'm going to treat myself to McDonald's. I had 2 fillets. It's about 800 calories actually. Well, hard luck, I've got it, so it's hard luck, isn't it? Hello? I think drink what you want to drink, innit? If you suffer, if you drink and then, I don't know, you can't sleep, then don't drink it, innit? But I can sleep, so it doesn't matter to me. Oh, God, that's well thick, that. I think. You what? You love your vid so much, appreciate my name. Well, it doesn't say Yasmin on your thing though. That's weird. Alright, Rob. How you getting on? London Marathon this week, mate. My son's doing it. I've entered. Here, Rob, you want to enter? Do the ballot. I didn't realise it's free, right? You can enter the London Marathon for free. What you do is you enter the ballot, and you know if you get in it, great. If you get in it, you don't. I'm trying to chat up some people to do it. Car sales are alright actually. They're quite busy. I think we sold 2 today. I think so. Yeah, it's not bad. It's going alright. But yeah, anyone in the UK wants to enter the London Marathon. If you get in and you don't want to do it, I'll buy the place off you. It's worth just entering it, because if you get in, you don't have to. You can just refuse it. There's always someone who will buy your place, though. Where's he going? Oh dear. I'm not sure why you'd reverse that quick. Got to be a taxi driver, isn't he? That's what gives Tesla drivers a bad name. Well, there you go. That's my fault. Yeah, do us a favour. Enter the London Marathon. It's free. It's free. You get in the put in the ballot, and whether you get in or not, I don't know. It doesn't matter, though, does it? My son's entered it as well, and he said he wouldn't mind doing one that doesn't. You don't have to be a millionaire to do it. It's too. London Marathon's too expensive. I said, yeah, we'll do another. We'll do something else. Maybe Seven Sisters or something. There'd be something to, right, Cal? So yeah, well, good luck to all the London Marathon prospective participants. That's all you're going to see on TikTok now is for weeks, and the next week is just London Marathon pictures, London Marathon, London Marathon. But it is a thing though, if you do it, it's like, you know, you've done that massive event, isn't you? Which is great. Well, it's great until you get the entry, and then you've got to run 26 miles, and you're like, oh, now I don't want to do that. It's a long way to go. I do enjoy them. Hello. I do enjoy. Actually, I enjoy the benefits of things. Doesn't say Yasmin on because it's my mum's account. Okay. You don't need me to shout you out. I don't get. If I go, let's give a shout out to Yasmin, your life won't benefit. Honestly, Yasmin, you better just like telling us what you do, what you do, what you into, what you do, what hobbies you got. Harry Potter? No, not really. Yasmin, you need to stop copy and pasting. It just gets a bit tiresome putting up the same thing. I've said hello Yasmin earlier on. If you didn't listen, then fair enough, but do us a favour, stop keep posting the same thing. Cambridge professor? No. Why would I be a Cambridge professor? Well, if you'd be a professor, would you be doing these? Really? No. Why what? Can I call you Sugar Daddy? Call me what you like, mate. Don't bother me. You're probably better off calling me Gary, because you might actually get a reaction, a comment like hello. Am I drunk? What, I'm driving? Oh yeah, of course. Unk. Well, what do you mean unk? You're obviously American. Too old for this. What, and you're watching it? Yeah, I think I'm far too old for this, and I think if you are watching this, I'm going, why are you watching it? What benefit is you watching it to you, to your, you know, your day? Abbott, the dinosaurs. Can I tell you about them? No, I can, but I'm not gonna. You should have paid more attention at school, I think. And as you're young, you're immature, so go away. That will make my day if you go away. Thank you. Hello. Just do in your run. Ah, nightmare, mate. Actually, nightmare. I got there, and it was. I thought it was a 5k handicap. I thought the handicap was next week, and got there, and they're all out in the car park, and I thought, oh god. Anyway, so he said, what sort of time? I said, oh, I don't really want a time. I'm not really going to race, but I said, I'll go on then. I said, we're doing park run in about 28 minutes. He said, I'll give you an hour then. I thought, for 5k? He went, no, it's 10k. I went, oh, you're joking. So that was 10k. I was like, oh god. You know, I thought I was the last one back, but you know, it just shows that I'm not fit enough, innit? But there you go. You can't. I'm all right, but I mean tomorrow morning I'm gonna do a walk. I'll do a walk. I'll have a day off from exercise and I'll just do a walk. Can you drop us in? What? I don't know what it says, mate. What's made me so mad today? Nothing. Nothing makes me mad. The internet makes me mad when I see the people on there asking silly questions. It doesn't make me mad, it just makes me sad. 10k, 6.2 mile it was. And it took me, I'll tell you what it took me. I'll check out what it done. I've done 20,000, according to my watch, 20,000 steps today. 12,000, sorry. Is that all? It was 6.23 miles, and I've done it in 1 hour and 2. 1 hour 2:06. So not too sad. Not too sad. Oh. Well, how would I know Fortnite? I don't even play Fortnite. Why would I? What benefit is it to playing Fortnite or Call of Duty? I mean, this isn't like, if you're a gamer, do you know what? Fair play. Am I a gamer? No. Would I want to be a gamer? No. Does it interest me? No. So, well, I think I need to get back in it, Dave. I've made a decision. I need to get fitter. I need to get faster. I'd like to do a 25-minute park run. That would do me. And my son, I've sent my son. I didn't realise you can enter the ballot at London Marathon for next year, and it's free. You literally, all right. Is that Roman? How's Grandma? Don't know. Who's Grandma? Anyway, I go by names of people. I don't go by grandma and that sort of stuff. Unless you address them by their name, I don't know who you mean, because it could be anybody. It could be that grandma in that car, grandma in that car, grandma in that hotel. I don't know. Anyway, when was the last time you were on the job? What job? On the job? How can you be on the job? What, the whole bill, you mean? Oh, my wife, she's with her boyfriend. She's with her new partner. And I'm not with my girlfriend tonight because I'm not seeing her, because she's my son's doing the marathon Sunday, so I've got to go and support him. I haven't got her, I can't wait. Nah, it's mate, it's amicable. We still get along really well. If you have resentment towards your ex, boy, you've left it. You split up far too long. You left it far too long. You need to split up when you're still friends. Why would you want to wait till you're like angered at each other? That's negative, and that's gonna cause hassle. I think so. You may not. You may, oh no, I hate them. It's like, if you're gonna play away, split up, play away. That's what I think you should do. But there you go. Don't do it while you're still together, innit? Communication, lack of communication, I suppose, is a big thing, isn't it? How has my life been? Absolutely fantastic, mate. My life, I've had a very, very good life. I like my life now. I like who I am, but I've always liked who I am. I look in the mirror and I've always liked the shape of my body. I like my face, my hair. Have I got less hair than many people? Yes. Are there people that can run parkrun quicker than me? Absolutely. Are there people that can go to the gym and lift more than me? Yep. Are there people with a supposedly better car than me? Absolutely. If I get the same car as that car that I think's better than mine, what am I going to do when someone's got an even better car than that? So I must stop chasing. I'll stop and enjoy what I have, not chase stuff. But that's me. You don't have to do that, innit? Am I afraid of the end? Not really afraid of it. You think about it, because I don't do it now, Jack. You think about the end, because that's final, isn't it? You're not here no more. What do I think happens? Don't know. Shall I worry about it or not be concerned? But you think about it, don't you? You think of your own mortality, don't you? Have I ever flown? No. There was where I used to fly at Elstree. There was a two-seater Spitfire. No, sorry, at Leavesden. There was a two-seater Spitfire, and you could have gone in. It was £500 an hour, 20 years ago, whatever it was. Didn't go in it. Could have done, but I didn't go in it. Hello. Used to fly a Cessna, a 172, little four-seater Cessna. Nice little old girl. Still about, but I'm not sharing it anymore. We sold the shit. We sold it. I think it's at Leavesden now. Not Leavesden, sorry, Elstree. Wingstop. Yeah, I went in it. Weren't really a fan of it, if I'm honest. I've had two fillets. Yeah, two fillets and a latte was 800 calories, which not too bad for a rubbishy meal, but I enjoy it, you know. And I think, oh, do you know what? I'm going to treat myself tonight. How fucked is the economy now? Don't know. Why are you worried about the economy? Worry about your bank, innit? Worry about your cholesterol, your spleen, your liver, your kidneys, your mind, your skin, your eyes, your ears. Worry about that. Worry about your washing machine. Worry about your boiler. Worry about your car. Never worry about the economy. Never ever worry about the economy. If you worry about the economy, you're worrying about something you've got no control over. It's like saying I'm worried about the boats. Really, I'm better off to think, rather than me post on social media about stuff, I'm better off to go to the gym for an hour, 4 times a week. If I'm going to go on, I don't know, say, how many times would I post about stuff and get in discussions about things online? You know, what, 2 hours a week? Wouldn't I be better off going for two 2-hour runs? Sorry, 2 1-hour runs? I think so. Smash the gym? No, I don't smash it. Have you ever been on holiday? Yeah, all the time, mate. I don't worry about the economy. Don't worry about the boats. Don't worry about the government. Worry about the things that are good, that are thingy to you, isn't it? Tax. Don't worry about tax. It's only a percentage, isn't it? If you worry about it, what are you gonna worry about tax? It's just a percentage, isn't it? In a minute, Yasmin, I'm gonna block you. So you carry on. Actually, I'm gonna put you in a timeout because you're doing me nutting. Using a timeout. You got 10 minutes now. 10 minutes and you can't say anything because you're getting on my tits. Keep copying and pasting. Copy and pasting, you just come across as immature. Maybe you are young, but you're just coming across as immature. If you carry on, I'll block you. Brain dead spammer. Well, that one there. That's what they want to do, though, isn't it? They want to disrupt the live. And you imagine that you get, oh yeah, it's you know, it's great, isn't it? Like of this person on YouTube, I got on banned or something, whatever. Where was my last holiday? Last weekend, we went to Glastonbury in my motorhome. We went on the Thursday and come back on the Monday. Lovely place. We got a little car we tow now, and it's like, oh, it's luxury because we got there and like the Friday we went to this place called Clark's Village. It's where the old Clark's shoes factory used to be. Now it's like an outlet place, and I bought a new pair of Hoka trainers or something. What's up this weekend? London Marathon. Yeah, my son's running, isn't he? My son's running. Yeah, right. My son's running. He's for Wessex Teenage Camp. He's raised £3,400. I'm well chuffed for him. Hoka trainers versus on. I got Hoka because my son's got a pair of them. There's quite a few people at the club have got them, and I just liked them. I thought they'd do me, and I quite like them. Use them on park run. Literally the next day. And that's a good thing. I've got my car and went down park run. It went on the park run. Come back, had a shower. Then we went off to Wells for the day, and then the next day we went off to Bath. So it was lovely. What's this? Yeah, well, no, I've had it. Well, I got it done. I don't know whenever it was, but it was like I can't remember. Like I don't know. Who cares? It was sometime in the past. I had it done. Went up to Yorkshire. They put a tow bar on it. My delivery driver, he took the car up there. So when I got there, it was there, and they put a tow bar and put an A-frame on the car. And it's so nice having a car. You just literally get there, because normally with a camper you're not marooned, but you feel like that because you normally got your car to go out, isn't it? Miles Kemp has now joined and asked me some questions. About what? Well, you think I'm intelligent enough to answer questions? God, you've got a lot of faith in me, innit? I've got for the win. Well, I don't know. Can you start? No, I'm not starting anything. I'm starting me. Just be like normal. Just be like, I don't know. How's all your mums and dads and all this sort of stuff? Oh. I remember you talking about it. Oh, right. Like I bought my bike, I've had a couple of monkey bikes. Did you? Well, no, there's a tow bar. There's no, I don't know what you call it. Oh, there's not like a bike rack thing. It's just a tow bar on the camper, and then on the car you got just they put an A-frame, so you have to put the ignition on, out of gear, handbrake off, and the car just follows you. It's just so nice having a car. It's just like, oh god, it's just like, because you take it for granted. You're at home and you want to go out, you get in your car, innit? Get in your car and go to McDonald's or go to park run or whatever you do, gym or anything, and you just go, and you just take it for granted. Well, I think we take everything for granted. I think we take our health for granted. I think we take, you know, if you're not bankrupt, you take that you've got money for granted. Everything, innit? But always remember, everything goes in the end. Everything goes in. That's why you must look after yourself, innit? That's why looking after your health is huge, a really huge thing. Are you AI? Yes, I'm AI. Absolutely AI. How could I not be AI? If you think about it, AI means artificial intelligence. What, can you seriously think I'm intelligent sitting here charging my car, talking to you lot? I don't even know you. What, and that's intelligent? Yeah, whatever. Intelligent people would be at home, like, batting world domination, wouldn't they? Or sorting out their website or something like that, isn't it? But I don't know. Always, our tip for all you youngsters: always be hungry. Never ever don't have enough, because when you get enough, you're not hungry and you don't chase it anymore. You need to half chase, I think. And I think if you don't, if you're not hungry, you ain't bothered if you sell something, whatever, innit? You may be intelligent. Nah, I'm not really intelligent. I think I'm a little bit not intelligent. If you've done a IQ test, I think I've got a reasonable amount of common sense. Um, I just, I really don't understand the modern world. I don't. Our finance rep coming chatting about stuff, and he was saying some of these dealers have this stocking plan, and it's like basically the finance company give you all the money to buy all the stock, and he was saying they're like up to their neck in it, and but they're relying on then selling a car, aren't they? And I don't know. He was saying he was looking through to get a takeaway delivered, and there's Klarna on a takeaway. Now, is that 12 weeks? I'm going, and I'm like, you're joking. He went, no, seriously, Klarna on it. I'm like, wow, I don't get it. It's all this shiny stuff. Everybody wants it, isn't it? Are you going to do the Zumba? No, don't do Zumba. Hello. I just find I don't understand the modern world. The modern world's too impressionable, isn't it? I don't know, like someone will wear a certain brand of trainers and everyone goes, oh, look, I've got to have them because Lewis Hamilton wears them or something. They're giving them. The very people that are wearing these things that you think they're your idol are wearing stuff that you lot want because you want to look like them, but they're giving it. They're paid. They're paid to tell you to wear it. I'm like, guys, just, wake up, smell the coffee, innit? But don't listen to me. You probably think, oh, that's a stupid attitude. Great, have that attitude. You have your own attitude. I've got my attitude. You should definitely not be me. Definitely not be me. I just find it astonishing, the modern world. It just seems a bit weird. Everyone seems to moan about stuff, but they don't seem to do stuff. People improving themselves seems to be no interest. But shortcuts, like, I don't know, everyone's up for a shortcut. Are you real? If you say it once more, I'll put you on a timeout. So it's up to you, because you're doing me nothing, really. You know. What do you mean, am I real? I'll tell you what. You have a guess. If you can't come back with the answer, do you think I'm real? It's a simple yes or no. If you put any other letters in there, I'm going to put you on a timeout, because you have the inability to acknowledge a sensible conversation. And if you can't, go away, because you're not my sort of person. How am I? I'm very well, thank you. I'm very well. I'm getting frustrated with you know, anonymous people online. Lewis Through's dad? No. No. In the end, I'm just going to say, yeah, it's easier, isn't it? Get rid of you. Right, John? How are you, mate? Like Gary Farr's car's finally gone. What, a BM? Why are you homeless? Because I haven't got a home. Oh, sorry. Off for a curry? No. Oh, you are? Nah. I've had 2 fillets. That's enough for me. I'll get in and have a bit of, I don't know, probably a bit of rubbish to eat. I'll do a walk in the morning, but I don't know if I'm going to do a TikTok live or a YouTube live. I'm going to do 2. I don't know. YouTube, you've got to sell it to me. You've got to say you want me to do a live. TikTok, they want me to do a live. I like a Saturday morning live. Walking. I do my walk. Well, you say laugh at my reaction. No. In the end, good, John. That's what I like to hear. In the end, I haven't got a bad memory. I've got a very good memory I have a lifelong memory for wanting to give karma. And what I find in the end, people realise that I'm not a bad person. I encourage everybody to all help each other and be nice to each other. And this should be a safe space. And when they've given up, like, messing about, I'll get rid of them. Because that's the very time they don't want to, because they've actually realised, actually, I'll probably get more out of Gary if I just say hello. I think that's my type of person, isn't it? But there you go. How am I today? I'm right, thank you. John, I'm definitely going back to that site. Definitely. Now having a little car, mate, it's lush. Absolutely luxury. My brother, what he does, he'll go somewhere like for 2 nights, then moves on. But I like to go somewhere and stay there. I like, actually, I'll tell you what, John, I like 4 nights. 4 nights, you get 3 days, and that was quite good. I enjoyed that. Don't you mean korma? Yeah, I'm gonna have korma. You annoy me, I'll have korma. I'll have korma on you. Korma rant. I mean, Dave, you seem pretty sensible, but yeah, I don't know. It's weird, isn't it? Minutes. There you go. He's gone. See you later. See you later. Just look. Do you know? I don't want anyone to impress me. Can you just sort of, when you first come in, go hello, morning, afternoon, evening, hello. How's your day? Not too bad. I'll ask how your day is. That's how you structure a conversation, isn't it? You just say, I don't know if you ring your mate up, all right, how you getting on? How are you? You all right now? Or that sort of stuff, isn't it? Wouldn't say that, wouldn't you? Oh, bloody hell. Drive crazy down in Dartford, they're a bit like crazy. I should go on the old double cheese from Hilton's, shouldn't I? How much you reckon steak and chips are over there? Have they? Ombudsman. I tell you, mate, cars are a nightmare, aren't they? They're just, I don't know. They're expensive to fix, aren't they? That's the trouble. They go wrong and they're just, I don't know, crazy money, isn't it, to fix them? It's just everything is. This car, the front door handles, right, are 250. The back door handles are 500 quid. I mean, how can they be double the cost? But it doesn't matter, does it? They don't care. They do not care. This is what makes me laugh. You're all going, oh, the manufacturers are losing money. And I think, do you really care about BMW, Ford, PSA, I don't know what you call it, Lamborghini, Ferrari, Porsche, Merc? Do you actually care about them brands? Really, really? You care about them companies? What, do you think they care about you? Yeah, good luck. I am astonished everybody is sort of like quite protective over the car. Yeah, I agree it employs a lot of people, but I think the companies, no, I ain't worried about them. Would you shed a tear for Costa or something then? If they suddenly was losing a load of money? If your mate worked there, yeah, you might, or your daughter worked there, maybe, yeah, because you're worried about their job. But generally, I ain't worried about the motor industry. I should be, because that's how I earn my living. But thankfully, I'm getting to the point now where I don't really care about a lot, because I'm getting towards the end of my working life. But any of you youngsters, I'm thinking, God, you know, how do you get on now? Everything's crazy money, isn't it? Everything. It feels crazy money, isn't it? You know, houses are crazy money, cars are crazy money. But guys, you got to stop buying stuff, innit? Buying rubbish. Buy the important things, or save up for them at least. At least go in the right direction, innit? You're not missing anything. You're not missing stuff. But you think you are, don't you? Millionaire car salesman Gary. No, not millionaire, mate. Do you not think cars are expensive to fix then? Do you not? I think cars are crazy money to fix. But what can you do? Hello. What can you do? You know, my transit went wrong. The injectors changed to 4 injectors, 1,700 quid. Well, actually, sorry, I lie. 1,698. So it wasn't 1,700. It was 2 quid under. But or £1.50 under 1,700 quid. Is it a lot of money? My thoughts of when they go wrong. So what? You have to think, so what? I have to have funds to enable me to fix my car when it goes wrong. And I know my car's going to go wrong. Fact. You know, it's not like, oh, it's a shock my car's gone wrong. I'm annoyed, but I'm not shocked. Why would I be shocked? What, you're seriously shocked your car's gone wrong? Really? I'm not. I just think that's part of owning a vehicle. You know, owning a vehicle, they go wrong, don't they? They're a pain. Yeah, they're not a pain, they're just a nuisance, aren't they? But the annoying thing, it always seems another car that's the same as your one don't go wrong, innit? And you think, why haven't I got that one? But you don't know, do we? We don't know what's the good one and what's the bad one. There's no. I wish there was a little, you know, a sign on the dash that this is a good one, this is a bad one. Am I Jim Bowen? Have a guess. Why don't you just guess? I'll tell you what, I'm whatever you want me to be, mate, because it's easier than you asking me stupid questions. I would say what you need to do is just move to another life, mate. It's easier. Jim Bowen is actually dead, so what I'm Jim Bowen, he's come back to life. You're not really angered me, I'm just disappointed. You know, anyone who acts a bit silly, that's a disappointing person to me. Maybe not you. Maybe you say, no, I love them sort of people who ask you silly questions. I don't know. But that's up to you, innit? Your life, innit? Anyway, go back to cars. I just think cars are a pain, aren't they? Well, no, sorry, they're not a pain. They're a necessary evil, really, aren't they? We need them, but they are, I don't know, costly, aren't they? Debating the cost of car repairs and the pressure to own luxury brands. No, how's there any pressure? There's no pressure to own luxury brand, isn't it? You buy them because you want them. You believe it's luxury, don't you? You believe, I don't know. What it is because you feel we're marketed like we deserve it. You deserve that. You work hard. You deserve that. And you go, yeah, I do work hard. I do deserve it. I want to treat myself. What's your thoughts on oil and petrol? Your car ain't going to run without it. Plastic, I think, is made with it. Loads of stuff. What about if you want to oil your gate or 3-in-1 oil? You need oil. Watch oil, even fixing watches. I don't know. There's oil. Is it expensive? Yes. Has it always been expensive? Yes. I think when I started driving, I remember we used to cycle on our bikes, and my mate, we went to look at these Yamaha in the window. He used to drool over this RD250, and my mate said, "Oh, it's going to be £2 a gallon at the end of the summer." I went, £2 a gallon? You're talking out the back of your head, aren't you? £2? How much is it now? £8? 7-8 quid a gallon? Isn't it clever? They're selling it in litres, so you go, it's only £1.99. That's a litre. That's it. That's a litre is 4.54 litres in a gallon. So that's not even a quarter of a gallon. Is £2. I'm going, what? £8? Cars are not uneconomical. It's just the cost of fuel. And when I see people on the motorway and they're in lane 3 doing like 90s, 100 mile an hour, I'm thinking, how much money you got? Absolutely crazy, isn't it? And if you treat things gently, if you treat your car gently, you'll do more miles per gallon. And isn't it funny? If you drive steady and you've got your mates in the car, you probably feel inclined to like go do at least 70, don't you? Because your mates say, "Come on, 50 mile an hour, 55. This is ridiculous. Lorries are going that. You're holding the lorries up." Instead of you really, actually, you should be like, "Yeah, you stick to that speed, Gary. It's safer if we crash, and also you're going to use less fuel. Top geezer. Let's leave a bit earlier." You'd be ridiculed, wouldn't you? If only how you're ridiculed for stuff. For what? To impress your mates? It's like, no, I don't want them sort of mates. But yeah, I think it's expensive, isn't it? But there's nothing you can do about it. You've got to pay it, haven't you? Like I say, like my van went wrong. It was 1,700 quid. What should I do? Moan about it? Cry? Sulk? There's nothing you can do. You've got to pay it. You know, electricity, you know, if you've used, I don't know, whatever amount of gas heat in your house, it's like, well, maybe turn your heating down a bit. Put a jumper on. You know, should you have to do that? No, you should spend like 60 quid a week on gas. But it's all it's out your skills as well. Get a different job, isn't it? Get skills and sell your skills. Is that a hassle? Yes. Should the government give us all like £8 a week? Yes. But there ain't enough money to go in the pot, is there? Chill? Well, I'm chilled. Why wouldn't I be chilled? Well, because the price of petrol. My van's gone wrong, mate. My van went wrong. Do you know 1,700 quid for my van? You know what? Who cares? Imagine if you care, the price is no different to if you don't care. If I care, I'm getting annoyed over that, which to me means I'm going down that stressful path. Why would I want to get stressed over it? What's the point? It doesn't matter what you think, it is what it is. You know, if you look at a car and you think it's too expensive, simple, just go and buy another one, isn't it? Go and buy one that's the price you want. If you, I don't know, you think holidays are too expensive in you know, I don't know, in summer holidays, well, go somewhere cheaper then. Go somewhere you can afford. Do all the things you can afford. But I was talking to an old boy at the gym actually. He worked for Ford all them years. Like, he's retired now. He worked for Ford for like 40 years. And we were just saying that stuff. And I just said, you know, the modern world is mad. The modern world is just so marketed, isn't it? To even I look at stuff and you think, oh, look at that new Mac or that new, I don't know, new phone. I mean, I've got an S23 Ultra, and I look at the S26 and I think, oh, that's quite nice, but I don't want to buy it. I buy my phone as well. Why? I don't understand why people would want to have a phone in a contract. I don't get that. Why would you want to do that? Why don't you just buy the phone and have a cheap contract? But that's my fault. You know, what was the phone? 1,500-1,600 quid, probably. Is that a lot of money? Yeah, so look after it. Make sure you have a decent screen protector and don't drop it, innit? And, I don't know, don't really walk around London with it sticking out the front. But that's my thoughts, innit? You've all got to have your own thoughts, innit? You know, Apple, the latest phone comes out. Look at the queue around the block to buy it, innit? It's to be the first. Why do you want to be the first? You're the first once. You can't be the first second time. Whatever you get, and you show your mates, they're going to go, ah, that's the new iPhone, that's the new, I don't know, Fiesta, that's the new whatever, wow. But when you see them tomorrow, they're going to go, wow. And unless you hang around with people with dementia, because they won't know. They'll just think, oh, you got the new phone. Oh, great. And tomorrow they go, oh, you got the new phone. And the next day they say, you got the new phone. So, and that shouldn't really impress you, innit? I don't think so. You know, but you do what you want to do. I like, my impression is do exercise. I'm going out cycling tomorrow night. I'm looking forward to that. You know, and I'm going to go to the cafe. I haven't been to the cafe this week, so I've had McDonald's tonight. I don't know, it's 12 quid or something. I think that's quite a lot of money, really, 12 quid. You know, but obviously you millionaires don't, because it's sort of normal, isn't it? And 12 quid for 12 quid. That's ridiculous, isn't it? But, you know, did I enjoy it? Yes. So it was worth it. And I haven't had one. I haven't had a McDonald's this week. I haven't had a takeaway this week. But when I was young, you know, that was a treat. All these sort of things were a treat. But it's normal now, isn't it? It's absolutely normal. You know, my dad always said, don't work for the bank. You know, it's funny. It's only when you get older you appreciate that the sensible stuff was actually the best stuff. But you don't see it at the time. You know, when you're young, you know, your mates are your mates are really important, aren't they? And the mates just, I don't know. It's who you hang around with. I definitely think it's who you hang around with. You know, and if you think back as you get older, the ones that you thought were exciting, were they exciting? But you really thought they was exciting. They were like your mates at school, innit? You're really important to you. But how many people, once you've left school, how many mates do you see that you was at school with? Not many. Not many. And yet if you went back, they were like super important, weren't they? All right, thank you. I'm doing all right actually. Been to the gym tonight, so good night. I went swimming this morning. Gym tonight. Yeah, I'm doing all right. I've got nothing to really. Don't know. Have I got anything to worry about? No. What I'm going to eat tomorrow night, I suppose. I'm going to have the calf. I'm going to have the calf. Treat the lads to the calf tomorrow. The biggest thing I've got to worry about is what I'm going to order for tomorrow. Do I want jacket potato? Should I have a chicken bacon and mayo baguette? What should I have? Could I have burger and chips? What should I have? Who knows? Do a lot. What, of exercise? Yeah, too much. It's too much. The problem with doing too much, you give up. That's the problem. 62. My resting heart rate. I always go by your heart rate, because I think your heart rate, I personally think that's your engine. Yeah, my resting heart rate is 48. Right now, my heart rate, according to my watch, which is not accurate, is 63, and my resting heart rate is 48. So 48, I think 50 for a 60-year-old, that's pretty good. I'm not obsessed, but the heart rate, I go by my heart rate, because my understanding of heart rate is, and stress, when you exercise, my belief is you stress your body. And let's say on a scale of 1 to 10, like 8 and 9 and 10 is like 10 is maximum stress, and 8, 9 and 10 is getting up there. Normally you start at 4. If on my heart rate's lower, I think I'm starting at a 2. So I've got 2 more to go before I get to as stressed as you when you're standing still, I believe. Whether that's completely wrong or right, I don't know. That's my understanding and my beliefs. Should you believe that? No, you should do your due diligence and check for yourself. The gym, I like the gym. I know I need to go to the gym because I'm getting older and you lose your strength. So you need to do resistance training, which helps your muscles and helps your bones and that. And I'm not going to get like bigger arms, and I don't want to be cut. I don't want to be really defined. I'm not that dedicated. I don't want to be. And really, if my arms were twice the size and I had a 6-pack, your ego might be a bit more massaged, but I don't think I would. I don't think I'd wake up and think, oh, I'm much happier today because I'm this or I'm that. I think if I get up and I feel okay. Yeah. You what? I bought one for you in Plumstead, did you? How long ago was that? Is it under warranty still? It was good. We went up near Glastonbury. It was nice. Went to see Wells. I can recommend going to Wells. There's a place there. I think it was all called The Crown. I think really nice. It didn't look a lot, but really nice. I thought, really. And I'll tell you, if you go to Bath, anyone goes to Bath, I can recommend a restaurant called The Architect. It's right by the Weir. I've been in there 2 or 3 times. Never had a bad meal. Food is like delicious. If you go down and have a bad meal, I don't care, because I didn't have a bad meal. 6 years, did you? Why am I sitting in my car charging it up? Because I only had about 30 mile in it, and I thought, well, I treat myself to McDonald's, and I thought I'll sit here and do it live. It's free electricity too, right, mate? Well, I'm sitting here. It's just 15 minutes, and like I've got nothing else to do. It's only 9:20. I go to bed 11 o'clock. 10 o'clock? Yeah, 11 o'clock. I'll get in bed by 11. So I've still got an hour and a half before I'm in bed, really. Don't have a wife and kids at home. No, you don't want them, do you? Why would you want wife and kids? No. That would affect all my girlfriends I've got. I've only got like a few girlfriends now. I'm cutting down. I used to only have like 10. You know, now I've cut down. I've only got about 5. It's ridiculous. It's not enough, is it? 5. I mean, some nights I do 3 of them in one night. That's why they know me as 3 in 1. Just pop in and say hello. Why? You shouldn't even be on your phone. Get off your phone and talk to your wife. You're thinking, shut up, I don't want to do that. Yeah, I mean, cut back, lads. Don't have too many girlfriends that do you nothing. It's bad. You know, it's bad. That's why I don't go to the gym. I don't do no exercise. I'm normally swinging from the chandelier. Although my old chandelier fell down the other day. I was gutted. Only Fools and Horses. Who's seen Only Fools and Horses? The chandelier. That is just, I don't know, just too funny, isn't it? Only Fools and Horses. I love that. I love Only Fools and Horses. It's such a great. And what was the other one? 40 Towers. We had some really good shows, didn't we? Really, really good shows. And when I was growing up, all this like Saturday night was like American, wasn't it? It was like not the A Team, I can't remember, but everything seemed to be filmed in New York. I don't know if everyone else knew that. Might offend someone. Yeah, hang on, let me put that in my bothered pocket. Hang on, let me just get that. Hang on. I might offend someone. Hang on, that's going to go in my bothered pocket. That is now. That's right in my bothered pocket. Yeah, you're allowed to be. Look, I think everyone's allowed to be offended. I can't really have banter with you unless I know you, because I don't know what you find offensive, and nothing. I don't have to understand why someone gets offended by something. David Jason. Yeah, I love him. I don't watch the TV. See you later. Well, because they was all like when I was growing up, really. I mean, I'm 62 now, so they'd have been around when I was in my 30s, I suppose. Only Fools and Horses. Yeah, got to be 30s. And, you know, they're timeless, aren't they, really? Good thing with that is what kind of Tesla? Aussie? No, I'm English. Can you take you to the train station? Well, I can do, I'm not going to. If it offends you, turn it off. No, get angered and go and post on social media about how angered you are about it. Imagine spending all your time, every time you go to do one, go, I'm going to do 5 press-ups. You can tell, but really, it should be a law. When you get offended by something and you're going to go and you're triggered, you have to do 5 press-ups. And you can imagine, we see these people walking around with huge arms, wouldn't you? And be like, yeah, he gets triggered a lot, doesn't he? Should be a visual thing. Yeah, I know. Gary Cameron's retirement? I don't want to retire yet. Hello from North Korea. Why would you call yourself Kim Jong-un? What's that all about? Why? Actually, be creative and just call yourself your name. Be absolutely like amazingly astonishing and call yourself your name. Your name, or have your first name in part of your name. If you start having other names, I'm like, what? Really? What, would that impress you, I suppose? If you do that, does that impress you? Can I give you a shout out? I don't know. Why would you want me to shout you out for? What if I like shout out my window? Hello? Why would you want me a shout out? No. You should say, can you say hello? Hello. How you doing? What job do you do? How are you doing? How's work? Are you busy? You got enough money? Do you need more money? Do you need more customers? What's your side hustle? You know, how's your pets? I was talking to someone today I know, and he lost his dog in November. He said it really affected him. Really, really affected him. Me again? Having a break or something? Sorry. I'll take more money. Yeah. You've had all my money, I'm skint now. It sounds a lot of money, but Martin, I've got to go, what can I do? And you know, even if I'd have gone, oh, it's too dear, you weren't going to get. If I knew what to do, it was cheaper, I'd do it. And I'd go, oh, Martin, let me tickle your toes or something. But it's just what it is, isn't it? It's just how things. It's expensive, you know. If you have the plumber comes out and do your boiler, I don't know, 700-800 quid, isn't it? Have a boiler fitted. What's that? 4 or 5 grand. Everything feels expensive, doesn't it? Everything, you know. Drive a Stratton Garden when you know where it is. No quiche. I'm gonna dive in a frigging quiche just to shut you up. I'm gonna bathe in it. I'm gonna get a t-shirt with a quiche on it and go, look, boy, quiche man, look at this, I'm here. Someone shared a video. I don't know, life's a funny old thing. When I first took my van down, they're all sitting in the workshop. I think I was going to back. I should have opened the door. I said, "Oh, take the keys off me. I want to bugger off." They didn't. I was good cycling. I'm going to cycle tomorrow night. So I think I'm going out on my push bike. No, it's not a charger. It's got fans that cool down. What it is, the battery's like water, not water cooled. It's liquid cooled. And then you've got two radiators at the front. There's these flaps open up, and that cools that down. Because they do get quite hot, I suppose. And sometimes if you really cane these, when you pull up, you can tell when someone's been booting it. They plug in, and before they can plug in, all these fans are trying to cool the liquid down, and it's not water. So you mustn't put water in a Tesla battery, or you ruin it. What's this? I may just tell me about expensive. Well, I don't envy you. I don't envy your position. It's hard, isn't it? It's hard. If you can, you need to get skills. Go and get skills. If you can get some skills, you can settle. This is what I say to all these youngsters. Stop worrying about Klarna and Jimmy Choo and all this shit. Stop buying all the crap, innit? PlayStations and playing COD. You know, do something that, like, I don't know, if you're really good at COD, I'm going, you should be doing, you know, working out how to use Claude and ChatGPT and stuff like that, and be marketing yourself to people like, is that Tim Barnes Clay? Hello. Is that actually your name? Is that your name? What did you drive before driving a Tesla? I've still got it. I've got a Nissan Leaf. One of them shitty electric cars, innit? They're rubbish. Electric cars. I love all the people, they're rubbish. And when they get one, they're like, oh, actually, they ain't too bad. But they're not for everyone, are they? You know, I wouldn't, you know, if you said to me, shall I get an electric car? I'd go, no, get the car you want. Why should I, you know, if you don't want an electric car, don't get one. It is that simple. You know, if you want a petrol Astra, buy one of them. Buy the car you want. What do you want the car to do? What's its requirements? You know, if you say, oh, it's to make me look good, how does a car make you look good? So, hang on, if it's to make you, if it's to make you look good, right, you think a car's going to make you look good, okay. Are you ever going to get out of it? Well, yeah. So what makes you look good when you're out of the car? If I'm not... I get nice cars. I'll get them. Did ya? Electric, because it's instant talk. It's instant talk, isn't it? Yes, I do the noise. I get on my bike. My Bandit's quite noisy. My R1 is dead standard. I don't want it. I don't want to put different. I don't want to put Aquapovic and all this shit on it. I can't be bothered. What for? It's like a 180 mile an hour bike as it is. So why would I want to put an Aquapovic to get another, you know, little bit more brake horse for what? You know, my bike will like do double the speed and some. And I'm like, why would I want to, you know, a loud exhaust? I have to step. When I'm out of my bike, I have to believe that you are going to turn without anything. You're going to be on your phone and you're going to turn in front of me. If I'm riding like that, then I think there's a good chance. And why would I want to go for a gap? Show me age. I'm all showing me age. I don't mind being my age. I do think about going, because even I think 62. If I last as long as my mum, I've got 22 years. If I last as long as my dad, I've got 28 years. And that ain't very long. But I can't get fed up or depressed over it. That's a fact. It's a fact that's going to happen to me and everybody. But I've got to try and enjoy this bit and like this bit. I've got to try and enjoy it. And if I want something, I want to buy it. Like buying a Ribble push bike. You know, really, if someone said I'm going to go and buy a carbon fibre racer, honestly, I would say don't bother. Look on eBay and buy a second-hand one, because if it's a £3 bike, second-hand, you're going to buy that for 300 quid, 400 quid. What's it worth? They're worth nothing. But someone, you know, like me, has bought it, they were not worth anything. But if you really, really want something and you've got the money, go for it, innit? I like saving up stuff. I wish you do. That gives me a buzz, saving up and then buying it, because it's like, it feels like to me, I've put the hard work, I've not allowed myself to get it, and then when I've got the money, I go and buy it, and I like that. I really like that. But you know, I understand everyone's different, isn't it? 50 minutes. Well, it does though, doesn't it? You buy something and it's always, I don't know, it always goes down, doesn't it? But I don't see it as depreciation. I think personally it's uh, you made a conscious decision that you've only done 10,000 miles. If you've done £10,000, you know, that's £1 a mile. And I'd always say own things. Me personally, I think own it rather than, you know, rent it or lease it or whatever. But I get it's a very tax advantageous way. But even as a business, even if it saves you tax, I'm going, okay, so what about if I'm selling no cars? You know, the leasing company, Barclays wouldn't say, oh, don't worry, you're a bit quiet. Nah, just pay us when you can. I ain't going to do that because I've signed an agreement, and I don't want stress. I don't want this, like, I don't want to be in a position where when I buy it, then pay for it. Yeah, but don't you? Did you not? Yeah, but that's like me giving you the money to do my van, right? Here, bosh, there's the money, and then you got to do the job in a month's time. Don't you feel like you're working for nothing? I like saving up for it because if I get it, then I've got to pay for it, and it's not shiny for very long, is it? It's shiny first of all. You know, when I've done the London to Brighton, it was only about a month old. I loved it, but if I was paying for it like for a year afterwards, I'd be like, oh, God, you know, it's. But you know, thankfully everyone's different, isn't it? But you know, if we was all the same, you know, actually no, we want the population to be in debt. We want the population to be in debt because it's going to keep you at work. Imagine if everyone was sensible. No, the economy would be shot. There wouldn't be any economy. You think it's bad now? Believe you me, if everyone suddenly becomes sensible, we would be in a very, 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 very bad way. I'm telling you now. I think we would. What's this? Who do we use for trading? Oh, I don't know. My brothers just sorted it all out, mate. We were with not LV. Oh, I don't know. I can't remember. NIG or something. I think NIG. He just sorted it out. They always get them ring you up. Ah, we can do a better deal. What is it? Then they ask you like a billion questions. It's like, well, no, go away. You just tell me how much it is. Yeah, I found the money. Well, you always find the money for the stuff we want, don't we? What's it about the road tax in the UK? Yeah, well, an R1M actually. I did have an R1. It was an 08. I had the Yamahas when I used to race, and I was obsessed. I wanted an R1 with the exhaust under the seat. And then I think it's 2009. They done what they call a Big Bang. It's a cross plane. Fuck it, don't ask me. It's called a cross plane engine, right? It's called a Big Bang. And I spoke to some bloke and he went, nah, you don't, unless you like giving it some, don't. Anyway, I bought this R1. I thought, I don't know, come from Scotland. See you later, mate. See you later, Martin. Anyway, he sounded alright, the bloke, and I thought, oh, you know, yeah, I'll take a chance. I bought it, and it was exactly like the bloke described. Every scratch was in the right place, exactly so. And it was a nice bike, and I rode it, and I loved it because I could do 30 mile an hour. I thought, I know that sounds odd. First gear, you just go along 30 mile an hour. Weren't no problem. And I fancied an R1M, and I missed them. I don't know. They come out at 15, I think maybe 17. I fancied one. I missed them. I didn't get one. Then 18, I missed it. And 19, I thought I'm going to get one, so I bought one. Managed to get it. Harry's Garage. I'm not really into it. Anyone famous on the internet, I'm really not into them. I can't be bothered because I think a lot of people think they're really sort of big I ams, aren't they? And they're not. I'm not. I'm a nobody. Bikes are dangerous, I'll tell you that. That's the trouble. No limit, 26 cars. Oh, 8 cars, are they? Don't the bloke? What bloke? What, Harry's Garage? When you're slow, you can't find. When you're that slow, you can't fancy anything. You can't fancy anything different though. Well, you can. you can, yeah, but I don't always. I mean, I don't really ride them a lot. I'm a bit like, I'm a bit lazy really. I'd rather go out for a run. It's mad. But the thing is, two phones, yeah, I've got YouTube on there and TikTok here. Yeah, of course I go out, and when I go on my bike, you know, you might find a bit and you think, oh, I'll give it some down here. Of course you do, and everybody does it. You know, you get away with it because you're lucky. You know, foolish, but you're lucky. You know, and you get that new car, then you see how quick it goes, sort of thing. Which, if you think about it, is stupid, isn't it? But it encourages you to ride it like that. But I'm old enough now that, you know, I think if you go down the motorway and you're doing like 80s, maybe 85, you don't look too quick. You start doing 120s, 130s, 140, you look quick. You're going much quicker than everything else around you. So it's obvious, like, oh, let's nick him. So you just, you know, and there's a lot of cameras around now, isn't there? But yeah, I like the bikes. They're all nice, but when you get there, you get off them and you're like, oh God, they're so uncomfortable, aren't they? They're just so uncomfortable because you're like that, you're sitting down, and I mean, don't make me risk take. A lot of people moan about it makes it a risk take. It don't make me risk take, just everything else. Your legs are like bent like that because the footrests are up high, aren't they? And sports bikes are a bit of an ego thing, aren't they? They're a bit of an ego thing. And yeah, I wanted an R1, and I bought one with the exhaust under the seat, and then when I got this, I was going to keep it. I thought, I'll keep it. And I thought, what's the point? You're never going to ride it. Don't ride them now, let alone keep another bike. So I left it at the bike shop, and he sold it for me. He sold it. You know, I bought it. I think I bought it for £5, and I had it, I don't know how many years, quite a few years, and he sold it for £5 grand. He gave me, like, returned me £4 grand or something, or 4.2 or something like that. He earned maybe 800 quid out of it, 700, 800. Yeah, why does it matter how much he earned? It doesn't matter. Good luck to him. If he earned a profit, great. You know, I think if you earn a profit out of me, good. You know, then why not? Why not? I'd want to earn a profit out of you, so why not? No, you know, no free ride, is it? But I do like them. My bikes are, you know, I've lost quite a few mates on bikes, you know, and usually because I think we do stupid stuff personally. Yamaha. Well, I had Yamahas when I used to do motocross when I was, you know, when I was a youngster. When I was probably 11, I've had Yamahas from 11. Used to do motocross, and I like Yamahas. They're just a bike I like. You know, I don't mind KTM, but they're a bit keep taking money. That's what people say KTM stands for. And you know, but not everyone likes bikes, isn't it? You know, thankfully not everybody. You know, I think we're all different, aren't we? You know, we've all got different things we like, and you know, I'm not really a petrol head. I'm not really into sort of, I don't know, modifying cars and that sort of stuff. I've never really been into that. You know, I paintwork. I think the bodywork looks good. Did ya? Alright, cheers, mate. I don't know how many I've got now. I think when you get to 1,000, you can monetize it or something, but I don't want it. I'm not interested at all. You know, I've got no interest. What gives me more of a buzz is actually my son's doing the marathon. He's raised 3,400 and something now. I'm like, I'm well chuffed for him. You know, his company, because I looked at his sponsorship and he went up by £1,000. I thought, what? Is it not? Have I got 960? Have I? Oh yeah. And I thought, bloody hell, it's gone up a lot. And when it was, his company have sponsored him £1,000. And it's all going to Wessex Teenage Cancer Trust, which is, what a great cause. And I watch on YouTube, I follow the Teenage Cancer Trust. I'll tell you what I think it is, I don't know, but it sounds to me like Teenage Cancer Trust is like the main charity, and then you have sort of Kent Teenage Cancer Trust. He's running for Wessex Teenage Cancer Trust, Hampshire. Did you, mate? Honestly, look. If someone says I've sponsored him but I've got no money, I'd be really annoyed at that person, because that's not right. I'm not here to shame people to sponsor him at all. That's not on. That's not. That's why I don't turn my gifts on. I'm thinking, why would people want to pay me? Why would people want to pay TikTok money to then, you know, charge their coins up to then give me money? I mean, what for? What's that all about? Maybe I should have just left the gifts on, but I don't want to really. I think there's too many people out there rinsing people. I think you don't need it, innit? And I do this anyway. I'm just sitting here charging my car, innit? I'm doing nothing, and I'm probably here a bit longer. So why not? Just got 193, get more. No one wants a charger, so if there was a queue of people, I wouldn't be here. I'd go, because I think you should be. Charging is sort of not an infinite thing, isn't it? So we have to be, share it. That's why I sit in my car. 70%. They can say 70%, mate. In my electric car group, you've heard, 12,000 we're giving away to charities. That's people using my Octopus Energy code. If you use it, you get £50, I get £50. And what we do is I save my £50 up and I give it away. A big chunk, or a fair bit of that, must be my solar export. Because I think last month I had 150 quid from solar export, where I've generated more than I've used and sell it back to the grid and I get 150 quid. So, but I haven't had that money, so what should I sort of keep it and put it in my pocket? It's not, I don't need the money. It's like, well, why not just leave it in the charity pot? And then, say 3 grand is my solar export, and I've still ate me McDonald's, and I've still, paid my phone bill, and it's going to a good thing. It's going to a good cause, isn't it? But yeah, what I'd like really people to do, because someone gave 50 quid, and I'm going, well, I really appreciate, thanks, but I'd rather you do £5 but 10 times, not the same time, but like when we do it again. I like doing it. I love sort of saying, look, let's have I've done it on YouTube a couple of times. I've done this, on TikTok, on I have a Just Giving page, and I say, well, don't buy any gifts, but go there and donate a £5 or a £10 or whatever, or £3 or whatever. And then what we'll do, we'll have a live, and what we do, we'll sort of have a poll, and we'll say, like, where do people want to give it? Well, can we give it to leukemia, cancer research, this, that? I don't care. So with charities, they're very close to your heart, aren't they? Your mum would have had leukemia or something, or your dad would have had prostate cancer, and that's close to your heart. And there's just too many charities. There's too many. I foolishly thought, on TikTok, got all these followers. I thought you'd have, I don't know, people. What's this? I thought, like in my electric car group, if everybody put 10 pence, right, we'd have 2,200 quid, 22,000 subscribers, followers. So I'm thinking, why don't we all put 10 pence 3 times a year? We'd have £6,000 to give to good causes. But people don't want to do it. Well, I had McDonald's. No, people can't be bothered. It feels that way. And I don't want people to sponsor if you haven't got the money. My thing is, look, this is what we're doing. If you've got spare money, or you can spare it, okay, you're entitled to donate. But if you're tight for money, don't do it. And it's not I'm trying to name and shame someone. It's not that. I think, look, if you have got some money, would you mind putting it in the pot? But I foolishly thought, the TikTok, people saying, turn your gifts on, give it to charity. I thought, no, I'm not going to do that. I'll do a Just Giving page. We had 150 quid the first one, then we had 300 quid. And I thought, 300 quid? I've got 15,000 followers. Everyone says they like me. I'm thinking, not everybody can be skinned, surely. But it's apathy. People can't be bothered. They just can't be bothered. They sort of want to say, you should do this. And you go, oh, let's do it then. But we don't give any money, because TikTok takes 70% of the money. I'm going, 70%? That's so cheap. If you give me a tenner, that's 3 quid. Why don't we have it, you put 5 quid in a Just Giving page? That's better than you giving 10. Because, do I think TikTok are wrong? No. If I run TikTok, if you run TikTok, I'd have 80%. Hello, I'd have 80%, wouldn't you? What? So yeah, you go to work, and do you want less money or do you want more money for the same thing? Yeah, good luck. 70%, but it's money, isn't it? It's all down to money, isn't it? It's all down to TikTok have got the business model, the best business model forever. You've got all these people, and they give you a product, and what they do, you all right, mate? Yeah, I'm good, thanks. What they do is, they say, here, sell this. You're probably on here. What you do? What am I doing? Well, I'm sitting here charging my car. I went to the gym tonight. I went swimming this morning. Only done 50 minutes, so 10 minutes short of an hour. worked and I've come to the gym, went to the gym, and I'm here. But yeah, because they give people the products, and then what they do. See, this is the thing. You basically, it's quite clever as well, because you get a commission. I can have a TikTok shop, and you put products, and basically you're like a middleman. You don't even have it ordering. What happens is I get a percentage here, and it's like what they're going to do is when you first start, they push you out, so you're getting out there, aren't you? But at some point, when they've got you out there, well, they're going to pull the plug. And then what you're going to do, you're going to be on even longer and try and have more products to try and get to the same place as you was after the initial peak. Surely it goes like that, doesn't it? It goes like that, and it's going to do that. It don't keep going like that, but you definitely will think it will, because they're going to keep pushing stuff. If you go to a TikTok shop, I'm pretty sure they're going to push your stuff. Man, people moan about it. I thought, well, one bloke, he had some car business. He was doing car value, he was doing pretty well. Got a TikTok shop, and he was earning, I don't know, 500 quid a week, 800 quid a week, 1200 quid a week. He thought, well, this is better than the cars. So he done it. He went right into it, and he got to a point where his views were getting less. I think they're clever. They're clever. And you imagine if you built it up, you've got no control. I agree with building up a TikTok shop or whatever. I absolutely agree with it. But you've got to start saying, this is my TikTok shop, but this is my website. And I'd be selling these things through my website. Charging up, yeah. I'd be trying to push you towards my website, not my TikTok shop. But I don't know, maybe people haven't got the money. Maybe people haven't got, and I suppose it's a good thing, isn't it? You've got no money, right? You can have these products for nothing. You get a commission for selling them. So you're encouraged to stay on the platform longer and longer and longer, because you need to generate revenue for your shop. And surely they're going to have the good boys, aren't they? The ones who do battles and all this sort of stuff. The ones that are earning the money. I don't know. I think, it's an incredibly clever business model. I don't knock it. I think, yeah. I mean, I don't monetize it. I don't want to. I've got no interest in money, because even I would foolishly think, oh, I've earned 200 quid this week. Oh, I've earned 250 quid next week, or 300 quid. Even I would think, oh, this is better than working. I don't think it would be, because I think you'd end up being, because you're not in control of the business, are you? They're in control. You're working for someone. It's like going to work. You can get this job, but you're never going to meet your manager, never going to meet your boss, ever. You can never talk to them on the phone. You've got no control over anything, but they've got control over what customers they send to you. What a clever thing. Maybe a lot of vulnerable people will be hooked, won't they? And they'll go, oh, unless I'm completely wrong. Unless I'm completely wrong, I don't know. You lot have your own thoughts. Maybe some of you have got TikTok shop, and maybe you do well at it. Great. If you do well, fantastic. But I'll be interested to know what people's thoughts of it are. It feels to me like you get pushed out a lot, and then all of a sudden they start taking away. Yeah, absolutely, yeah. Well, because they want to keep you on the platform. Like, I get banned all the time on TikTok, all the time, and you can't. You can't. You got no. There's no. You can't talk to anyone. But it's their platform, isn't it? It's not mine. I'm in no charge of it. I'm not in charge of it. It's weird, isn't it? We're on these platforms and we have no say in how they're run. No say at all. It's just, but you know what? That's their business model. What a brilliant business model. Give what? Alright mate, hang on a minute. Well, that's them thing. I don't know how you do it, mate. You can put them on a timeout or you can hide them. But I don't know how you do it. So was you LW on here then? On TikTok? I don't know what the best camera is. The camera seems much better on that. That's my Galaxy Fold. If you're going to buy a Galaxy Fold, you're mad. Absolutely mad. They are crap. Brilliant idea, isn't it? Open it up. I don't know. I think it's good because it's like a big phone. It's like 1.5. You know, I don't know what you call it, like double sort of thing, isn't it? I tell you it is. It's the phone. I think probably that's got a better selfie camera than the S23. But you know, I'm ugly anyway. I'm ugly. Well, I'm ugly on that one, and I'm ugly on that one. But I'm in the dark on that. I'm ugly in the dark, and I'm ugly in the light. Well, no, I'm not ugly. I'm just me. I'm just me, and I like myself actually. Always like yourself. There's too many people out there to dislike us, and I think never do their job, innit? Never do their job. Does charge slow, this. I suppose I can't expect it to be free and fast. That's the thing. They sent me a letter, I'll send an email, right? And I can transfer the free supercharging I could have done to a Model Y. And but my reckoning, that's like you got to spend 40 grand to get free charging, and basically 100 mile more. And I'm like, I'd be a mug to do that. So I'd get rid of my car. This is probably only worth about 6 grand now, I would have thought. 5, 6. You wouldn't get 10 grand for it. So say it's worth 6 grand. Well, that's what I mean. Like, but I'm not into badges. I'm not into the number plates, am I? I like them. What I drove today was a Merc, I think. CLA, got this CLA black one, sold. Lovely, beautiful dash all the way across. It's got like a touchscreen thing here. You know, the sat nav is like really colourful, and you can have it in the middle there, and you can change the dials. I love it, mate. I'm tight. I don't want to pay for charging. This is my dream car. I've always said my dream. People say, what's your dream car? I want one that does 100 miles to the gallon, but I'll accept it only does 50 miles an hour, but it does 100 miles to the gallon. Because I really ain't going to save that much time. Driving, you can't save any time. You think you can, but you can't. Unless you say, well, the road you're going to do like Bruce Almighty, where he goes like that, and all the cars part, and you can drive up the middle. But I can't do that. So wherever I go, whether I go fast or slow, it takes me the same amount of time. Well, I've always hated buying petrol. I've always not hated it. It always feels expensive. Always just feels, you know, a lot of money. You know, 20 years ago it felt like a lot of money. I don't know, 5 years ago it felt like a lot of money. Everything does, doesn't it? Your gas bill feels expensive. They feel it. They can't be expensive, otherwise I'll be skinned, surely. You know, if it was dear 20 years ago and it's much more expensive now, I'd be skint, wouldn't I? And I agree. Yeah, people go, oh, you know, look, youngsters can't buy houses. I absolutely agree with that. But you know, if your mum and dad had their own house, you know, they didn't rent one, they could help you towards getting a house, couldn't they? If they liked you, of course. But I think, you know, if everything is genuinely getting more expensive, it's like, surely, so are we all saying in 60 years time everybody's going to be bankrupt? Everybody's going to be bankrupt, or 100 years everyone's going to be bankrupt? I can't believe it. Oh yeah, I'm going to go in a minute anyway, because I'm going to go up there and use their toilet, and I don't think see, there's no one waiting, so I don't mind sitting here chatting, because I think, well, I'm not going to do a live when I go home, and I normally go to live till 10 o'clock anyway, don't I? And I'm going to do a walk in the morning. I'll do a walk in the morning, but I don't know whether I'll go do YouTube or TikTok. I don't know. Used to get a lot of people watching me on TikTok. Saturday morning seems to be, I suppose people are just off, and they're off work and they're just on their phone. Classic, isn't it? We're off work. What do you do? Well, I spend like 3 hours a day on my phone. Is it the audio better? It's probably the phone, isn't it? It's probably that. Maybe it's got a better camera than this S23 Ultra. This is alright in the daylight. I think what it is, it's maybe the low light, and maybe the light is just better there. I know, look here. That's definitely a better camera than that one. That's got a better low light camera, I think, than this one. I think that's what the difference is. Right, I'm going to go now. have a good evening, and I'll catch you all, well, when I catch you, I suppose. Might see you tomorrow morning. Tomorrow night I'm going to go out on my bike, my push bike. I want to go out. I don't know where I want to go. I want to do a couple of hours, I suppose. Finish about 5, so I can go out for a couple of hours, 7 o'clock. Yeah, I just want to use my bike really. I used it the other night and I enjoyed it actually, it's quite nice. So, right, sign this off. See you later, thanks for watching.